Hey, what is going on, guys? It is Hawksness here, back with another Rules of Survival video. Now today what we're doing is we're going to be comparing the AR15 and the M4. Now these two guns are very similar, and I've gotten a lot of requests on comparing the two guns because a lot of people don't know what one to take when they're in their games. So I just thought I'd compare the two. So yeah, let's get right into this. So when we compare the two guns and their basic stats, if you look at the basic stats, it says that the AR15 has higher stability and firing rate. Now this is just the basic stats of it, but I did a lot of testing and I'm gonna actually show you guys what I found. But yeah, in just like the basic stats, it says that the AR15 has higher firing rate and stability, and then there's no difference between the two in terms of power and mag size. Both have a mag size of 30. With an extended mag you can get up to 40. But yeah, so that's basic stats. Now let's look at some more in-depth stuff. Alright, and then the attachments for the two guns are very similar. There's only one difference, and I'll get into that in a second. But both guns for the muzzle take a compensator, a silencer, and a flash hider. Compensator just reduces recoil. Silencer kind of makes your gun quieter and makes your shots not show up on the radar. Flash hider just reduces your flash. I don't know if it completely eliminates it. I have to test this, but it does hide your flash. The grips, you can add a angled grip and a vertical grip. Angled grip slightly reduces vertical and horizontal recoil, whereas vertical grip just completely reduces your, not completely, sorry, it reduces your vertical grip by a lot, actually. Alright, for the magazines, there's extended mag, quick draw mag, and extended quick draw mag. Extended mag puts you from 30 to 40. Quick draw mag reduces your reload time. I'll talk about that more in a second. And then extended quick draw puts you from 30 to 40 and also reduces your reload time. Alright, and then the stock, you can't add an attachment to the AR-15, but the M4, you can add a M4 stock. I think it's literally just called a M4 stock because you can only add it to the M4. But yeah, so that's basically the differences between the two, is just the stock, but otherwise they take all the same attachments. And then the sights for both guns, it comes default with no sight, so you can't aim in, you can only hit fire if you don't have a sight. But otherwise you can add any sight in the game, from a red dot all the way up to an 8 times, so that includes a red dot, hollow, 2 times, 4 times, and an 8 times. Okay, so the reload time without a quick draw mag is 1.5 seconds, and the reload time with a quick draw or extended quick draw mag is all the way down to 1 second. So that's actually a very fast reload time if you compare it to like the snipers or something. 1 second is actually incredibly fast. Alright, so the AR-15, the M4, and the AK all share a special trait where their damages fall off the farther away you shoot. So it's put into 3 different categories. You have your close range, which is 0 to 50 meters, your medium range, which is 50 to 100, and your far range, which is 100 plus meters. So for each of these sections or categories, the guns deal a certain amount of damage. So I just want to say that before we look at the specific damages. Alright, so if you deal 100 or more damage, that means it's a one-shot kill, so I just wanted to let you guys know that. So with the M4 and the AR-15, if you shoot someone in the head and they don't have a helmet, you're going to deal 102 damage if you're close. So if you're 0 to 50 meters and you shoot them in the head and they have no helmet, you're going to instantly kill them with 102 damage. So all these numbers I have, the first number, the top number, is if you're within that close range. The second number is in the medium range, and then the third number is the long range. So I'm not going to read you all the numbers. You guys can kind of just look at it. Otherwise, I'd be reading like 36 different numbers or something like that. I think 27 different numbers. But yeah, so 102, 92, 83, and so on and so forth. Hopefully you guys understand what this means. And then the blue numbers are just if you shoot someone in the legs or arms, you're going to deal that much damage. So it's 20, 18, 16. I know I said I wasn't going to go through these numbers, but I'm going to go through the first ones really quickly. So the white numbers, the ones on the right, 41, 36, 33. This is if you shoot someone in the chest or back and they're wearing no vest at all, you're going to deal either 41, 36, or 33 damage. Okay, so if your opponent has a level 1 helmet, you're going to deal these damages right here. If they have a level 1 vest, you're going to deal the white damages, the ones on the right. And then arms and legs are the same no matter what, so it's going to be 20, 18, 16, no matter what armor your opponent has. Alright, and if they have a level 2 helmet, you're going to deal the red damages as shown. The white damages are chest and back, and then the legs and arms are again 20, 18, 16. Alright, so now for the level 3 armor, here's the damages: 46, 41, 37 for a level 3 helmet, 18, 16, 14 for a level 3 vest, which is really low. 14 damage right in the chest is extremely low, and I think it'll take around like 7-8 shots, something like that, to kill them. So that's why these guns are the ARs are really ineffective against someone with a level 3 chest. That's why I'd recommend having a sniper on hand so you can do a lot of damage and hopefully finish them off with your AR. But here's the damages once again, and then the arms and legs: 20, 18, 16. Now to compare the firing rate, I just had them shoot their whole clip side by side, and if you notice, they complete their whole 30 round mag at the exact same time. Now what this means is that their firing rate is exactly the same, and I went ahead and measured the firing rate, and it's 0.133 seconds in between each shot, so the firing rate is the same between the two guns. So to compare the damage on the guns, what I did is I took the M4 without any attachments, the AR without any attachments, and then the AR and M4 both fully decked out with all the attachments you can add. And I shot them at a wall without moving around like my cursor or my crosshair. I just held down the fire button and like made the recoil pattern, and I put dots to see exactly what they are. And I did this 3 times with each. So 3 times with the AR-15 with no attachments, 3 with the M4 no attachments, 3 with the M4 all attached, and then 3 with the AR-15 with all attachments. And I made a recoil tree from all of these to exactly look at the recoil. And if you guys are confused with what I'm saying, you're about to see exactly what I mean. So these were the spray patterns for the M4 fully decked out. You can see that they're kind of all over the place, and if we look at the AR-15 decked out, you can see it's a very thin grouping, and that's very good because the recoil is not that high and not very wide. So the AR-15 has a very, very tight recoil group when it's fully decked out, and even the AR-15 when it's not decked out, so when it has no attachments on it, is still a pretty tight group. You can see that all the bullets are pretty much clustered. You just kind of go up and then over to the left a little bit and get a nice little grouping. And then the M4 with no attachments is just crazy, just all over the place, left, right, and stuff like that. It's basically all over the place. You can't really predict it too well. It's either going to go really hard left or really hard right. Alright, so my final advice on these guns is take the AR-15 over the M4 if you ever have the chance. Also, if you're going to use this gun at long range, which I don't recommend because the damage fall off is pretty intense, definitely use your gun on semi-auto because the recoil on semi-auto is actually reduced. You might think when you're on full auto and you just tap it, it'll be the same as going on semi-auto, but actually the recoil is reduced when you go on semi-auto. I don't know how to exactly measure this, but it's definitely reduced. So if you're going to use the gun at longer ranges, switch to semi-auto really quickly and then, take the guy out, and then you can go back on full auto for closer ranges. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. My last few gun guides, I did all the sniper rifles in the game, and my next gun guides will be finishing up the ARs, and then I'll probably move on to either SMGs or shotguns. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe if you want to see all my gun guides and gameplays and stuff like that in the future, and I will see you guys later. Peace.